Good afternoon, Twitch, and hello, YouTube. Welcome back to another stream here on the channel. And today's quite an interesting one because we're watching and reacting to the brand new Satisfactory 1.0 teaser. We don't know what it's going to be yet, but it's going to start in about 1 hour. Again, if you guys are watching this on the VOD and the stream's already over, there will be a timestamp in the comments below. So make sure you click on that timestamp if you want to see my reaction straight away. Because for the first hour, I'll be playing some Satisfactory, I'll be talking to my chat, getting some ideas from you guys, what you think's going to be in the trailer, and a bunch more 1.0 stuff. But either way, I hope everyone is doing well today, and yeah, I'm actually rather excited to be back again. We streamed yesterday, was it? Did I stream on YouTube yesterday? I think so. I think I did, yes. I've already forgotten, because the thing is, sometimes I stream over on Twitch, but then I don't stream YouTube, and then sometimes I stream on YouTube, and sometimes I don't stream on It's weird. But either way, I think I did stream yesterday on on YouTube. Welcome, Jan. Welcome, Chaos. Good to see some members in the chat. I hope that you guys are doing good. Welcome the name that I can't pronounce in Russian, but Privyet. Hope that you're doing good. Welcome, Vinod. You make really cool content. Oh, thank you very much. The idea of showing how to make upcoming items, keep it up. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. I do appreciate that. You're very quiet. I shouldn't be. I can try and replug my mic and see if that helps, but at the minute I'm currently shouting into I'm literally shouting into my microphone. I can't ramp up the volume. It's on maximum. I can't change anything. I mean, I've plugged it back in, but it seems to be the exact same as what it was before. My mic's literally an inch away from my mouth. I can't make it any closer. Welcome, C. Kennelly. It is Friday, yes. Today, I'll actually probably be doing a second stream, but only on Twitch. Not a plug. Actually, it's a sort of a plug. Because Black Ops 6 is available for free for the next couple of days. I do kind of want to play it, so I'll probably give it a shot. Well, hopefully a few shots, depending on how quickly I rage. But yeah, we'll try and do that. Probably over on Twitch, if I've got time. I might be exhausted, I don't know. Because the plan for today is, I want to try and do this stream. I want to try, react to the trailer. Then I'll probably clip that, upload that as a video. I've already done the intro of that video, so all I've got to do is just clip it, edit it slightly to make it a bit more engaging, because I wouldn't want to watch, like, a 20-minute video of me going, wow, whoa, oh, wow, because that would just get boring after the first 3 wows. So I'll probably edit it to try and, make it look a little bit less crap than what it actually is. That would take a little bit, but that should hopefully come out today if the teaser is, good enough. Because if it's like a very small snippet, I might not do a video about it, but we don't know what it's going to be. We don't know what it's going to be. Yeah, my day's going really good, Jan. How's your day as well? Hope that it's going good. Volume's good on your end? Okay, nice. Yeah, double check, because I do realize that my volume on the channel is low. But if I was to show you my... Actually, can I show you this? I don't see why I can't. I think I can. I'll show you this then. If you look at my mic settings, it's currently maxed out. Like, it is the maximum volume I can currently. That looks so weird, by the way. That seeing one of my faces is enough. Having 20 of them there is actually a bit concerning. But you can see that, like, it's maxed out. I can't make it any higher, unfortunately. And I don't know why. If it's an issue with my mic, which it probably is, because this mic is old and it's been broken for about 2 years. That's probably it. How would I be live viewing it? Well, it's going to release on their channel, and when I get the notification, I'll then watch it on the stream, like that. I'll watch it in full chaos. Yeah, so I'll watch it a couple times. The first time that we'll be watching the brand new teaser, it will be the entire way through, no pauses, no interruptions, nothing. I'll be watching it completely, and then I'll probably go back a second time. I might even download it. Upload it to my editing software so we can, like, watch it frame by frame. So, I'll probably do that as well. So, yeah, and then tomorrow I'll make a video where I analyze every single thing in the trailer, because there's probably going to be a few things Because whenever they've released a trailer so far at least, there's always been a lot of content to take away from it. So what I've done is I've talked about the new teasers or the new trailer on the day it comes out. Then the day after that, I then break it down a bit further. And then the day after that, or a couple days after that, I then read the comments on Reddit, and God forbid I go on Reddit. I read my YouTube comments, I read Discord comments, and I try and see if I've missed anything out. And if I have missed anything out that's significant, I'll then make a video with like a follow-up. And if I haven't missed anything significant, I leave it there, because there's no point making a third video when I've already covered everything I kind of wanted to. Occasionally, I will leave something out by accident, but then I won't cover it in like a separate video, because there's just no point. Unless, again, it's significant, then I will. So we'll be doing that most likely. So let's talk a bit about the background. This is most likely going to be the thumbnail for tonight's video, just in case you see this, now you know. There's a couple more things that I would like to talk about, though. The second one being this. I have teased this video for, oh god, 7 weeks. I'm not going to have enough time to make it. This is my Satisfactory 1.0 road tutorial video. This will most likely come out sometime in the next month. Because the thing is, it takes so long to make, and I keep redesigning it. Like, every single time I've gone to record or edit this video, I've changed the script, or I've changed the way I'm going to describe what I'm doing. So I've got to think of a plan and just commit to it, which I will be doing soon. But in case you're wondering, yeah, this video is slightly delayed, but it is going to come out eventually. Have I got a Discord? I have Discord. I haven't got like a channel group, if that makes sense, like an actual Discord, but I've got a Discord account, yes. But I don't use Discord. I never use it, unfortunately. So yeah, in regards to the road, that video will come out eventually, I promise. A bit more about the lasers, in case you didn't see my video from a few days ago. I forgot what I even uploaded. Oh yeah, it was the factory tour. If you didn't see my video from a couple of days ago, I talk a bit more about this thing. And luckily today we're going to get more information about it. And we also have this teaser, which you might have seen already. There's not really much to go by off of this, because we see there's obviously a new machine, but we don't know what it does. And we know it's the same machine because we've got the laser here, which we saw earlier, and the bend of the machine, which again, we saw earlier, so it all does match. There's tons of videos that speculate what this is, but as of the time of recording, we don't know yet. But hopefully, in 52 minutes, we're going to get some information on that. And if you would like to see this image in a bit more, well, of an accurate look, this is what it looks like. I've tried to change like the purplish color. This is what it's supposed to look like, roughly. And, yeah, it's quite interesting. Obviously, it's a brand new machine. I don't think it requires an expert to tell you that. So that's pretty cool. We don't know what it's going to be used for. I mean, at the minute, we can speculate. I've already made an entire video speculating about it, and I did, in fact, talk about this at the very start of yesterday's video, so again, I probably won't talk... Sorry, yesterday's stream, even. But I probably won't talk about it too much today. But yeah, I thought that was kind of cool, I suppose. Don't think I've got anything else. No. So, let's open Satisfactory. I don't actually know what I'm going to be doing today on Satisfactory, because we've got 51 minutes to kill. I would like to try and design a couple more blueprints, I suppose, because yesterday we spent... I think it was like 2 hours designing one blueprint, which was fun, but a bit of a nightmare at the same time, though, unfortunately. I didn't know you have a Discord. Yeah, I just haven't got a Discord group. I've just got a Discord account. But again, I never use Discord. Very, 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 very rarely. Yeah, maybe I will create a Discord group one day. I don't know. It's just one of those things that if I was to create it, I just won't be very active in it. So I don't see the point in me creating it just to not be there and to not read messages and to respond to stuff. So that's the reason why I've sort of been avoiding that. Never say never. Never say never. So yeah, we'll probably load into our creative world here. I'll try not to spoil one of the videos I've already recorded, because that's going to be coming out sometime next week, I think. It's the final countdown, indeed it is. Welcome, Left Almond. Hope that you're doing well. Yeah, it's the final countdown. 50 minutes, well, hopefully 50 minutes into the new trailer. Because they often release their teasers and all that around about 4 p.m. BST, and now is 3 p.m. BST, just gone 3 p.m. So hopefully, it should be out in the next hour. I don't think they have an exact ETA on the trailer, but again, hopefully, within the next 50 minutes, it should be out, which is quite exciting. And thank you again for all the support on the channel. I mean, I keep saying it, but generally, thank you. It's nice to see. Today we'll drop the actual trailer on 1.0. I don't know if today's like the official trailer, but there should be at least a teaser today. So what they might do is drop a teaser today, then the official trailer in a couple days' time. That could always be a possibility. We're excited together, absolutely. There's a lot of people very, very excited about this. Yeah, I guess we can do creative. Because regarding my actual update 8 save, I don't think there's anything else I'd like to do with that save. I could make it look slightly better, but I've already done a factory tour, so if I was to do that, I'd just be wasting time. Actually, one thing I do want to try and do is design a harbour. Because one of my plans in update 1 is building like a city next to the coast. And one thing I like to do for that is actually design a coast, like an actual harbour for the buildings to go, for the factories and all that. So I think that could be quite nice. Yeah, we could get some information about lasers. I think Snart did confirm that this teaser, or this trailer, whatever it's going to be, is going to talk a bit more about lasers. I think, because he was talking about that a bit on Tuesday, during the State of Dev stream. And also at the very end of the teaser from last week, it did say to be continued. So we're obviously going to get like a part 2 to the lasers, or whatever that machine is. We don't know if it is lasers, even though he does say it is lasers. Don't know. Do generally just not know. Because they have said some things that they've purposely lied about. It's like white lies, I suppose. Like, oh, we don't know what we're going to be doing for the Mark III miners on a pure node, which we just don't know. But of course, they had Mark VI conveyor belts planned all along. So they might say one thing, but mean another. Try and cover up for that one thing. We don't know. Epic laser music. There could be a new soundtrack. In fact, yesterday's stream that I did got copyright claimed because the soundtrack that they used for showing out that purple Mercer sphere looking object was actually a copyrighted soundtrack. So I didn't know. So I used it when I was reacting to it. And then I got a notification this morning being like, yeah, your video's been copyright claimed. Haha, lol. Ah, cheers, thanks. This is the factory that we made yesterday. It's a very, very simple factory. I think it looks alright. This is probably the logo I'm going to go with for 1.0 Let's Play. The only issue is that these things aren't really that cheap, are they? It doesn't say how much it costs because we're playing on this game mode. Okay, that's fine. Let's just do this. There we go. Nice. So that's what we've done there. I think what I'd like to try and do is one very quick change. I won't be spending much time on this today. I do actually want to make a few more blueprints regarding things like constructors. I feel like that could be quite interesting. Essentially, one thing I'd like to try and do is create a bunch of these walkways going around a building so that my builds could be a lot more accessible from like a pioneer's walking standpoint. For example, right now, if I was to enter this building as the pioneer, I get inside of here, I can't access anything. I can see it all happening, but I can't access anything. And one thing I would like to try and do for 1.0 is to make my saves like walking friendly, if that makes sense. So even if you do choose to walk, you'll be able to do that, which I think would be quite nice. Regarding the harbour, I hope they will do something like with the water in the future, like boats for transport. That could be really cool. Like boats. Offshore mining, yeah, if they were to increase this, like how far back the water can go, that would be really, really good as well. Again, anything could happen. We don't know. I don't think it'll be happening in 1.0. I can't imagine it. Because that seems like a lot of work for something that they haven't even announced yet. You never know. One day in the future. Boink. Welcome, Basic. Just popping to say hi. That's all good, man. Well, hello. So I can place this down here. And then drag that across to there. Now the question is, can I then place this sign in here? I actually think I can. This is quite a weird idea, but if it works, then it works. We'd love to see a DLC based on the lava planets we can see, like the Hydroneer DLC. I wonder if they'll ever do a DLC. In fact, that's a good question for the chat. Do you guys think there will ever be a Satisfactory DLC? If so, why? Because I would like to see one. I would definitely buy it. I don't know if there would. There would be one. There we go. So how does that look? That looks slightly better. I like that. Anyways, yeah, the plan for today is to construct some extra blueprints, because I feel like, again, I will be needing quite a lot of these blueprints, and I haven't really been building too many of them. Well, no, that's a lie. That's just a straight up lie. I've been building tons of blueprints, like, absolutely tons, but none in regards of, like, logistics. A lot of this is to do with, like, roads, which I guess plays a part in logistics, but I mean, that, like, involves more of, like, the machines, so that makes sense. Probably. The dev team in the game is made for DLCs, I think so. That'd be quite interesting to see. We're gonna go back like this. You probably don't even have to go that far back. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 routes on each side. I don't know how far back we're gonna have to come here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Already got our first autosave coming up. That felt very, very quick. That's correct. Okay, so blueprints. Yay. Because I don't know what else we can do to prepare for 1.0. Because we haven't got, like, any of the recipes yet, we don't know what resources we need to craft a certain item. We know roughly what goes into what, but we don't know how many of each item. And until then, we can't really design anything too efficient, which is a bit annoying. Ma'am, can I design a place for the ma'am? I suppose I could, but why? That just doesn't really seem worth it. Although something I would actually like to try and design is a claw. Because I've got an idea for a, what's they called? Maglevs? Those, wait. Maglevs? Yeah, Maglev. Maglev, I don't know. It's a weird word for me to pronounce, I don't know why. I think they could be quite nice in the game. Of course we've got trains, obviously, but I want to try and design it so that it looks like a maglev more than a train. That makes sense. It doesn't make sense. So, let's start with you. Place you down. That's one too far over. Here. Then what I'll quite like to do is to grab this, to go up by 1. Same here. We then have to get... aliens from Toy Story. I mean, we could try and design something like that. It's probably been about like a decade since I last watched Toy Story, if I'm honest. I don't even know what what the thing looks like anymore. No, so I think if we design one half at a time, that'll make more sense. So this probably will make it move over here. Give us a little bit more room. I like the idea of this being placed down here. works. There we go. I don't want to go up by another one. I don't think. If I was to do... No. No. And we do something like that. And something like this. That won't really look like a claw, though. We'll do this. I still wanted to go back and then overlap a little bit. So maybe if we just do this. Straight up immediately. Feel offended? I'm sorry. So if we go up like that. Let's call it Mag 001. Did it save that? No? Okay. Sure. Save. Thank you. And go back onto blueprints. And we'll place this down there. And there. We've then got this thing coming through here now, which is great. However, I would actually like to replace this with... you in the middle? Most likely. We'll do that. We'll then select this piece. Which, there we go, if it just plays nice. No, it's not going to go in the direction that we need it to. That's cool. Okay, sure. We'll do it this way instead then. Is it your favourite film? Yeah, I just haven't seen it in so long. But to be fair though, I don't really watch movies. I've kind of gone off them a little bit. How the hell did I select big pillar support? So that's going to come to here. Can you even nudge this? No. Fun. There we go. And this would then have to attach to that. And in theory now, we should be able to place down the railway track on top of this. I think that will work, it's just not playing nice. That's fine. Save that as Mag 002. Then what I would like to do is clear the designer. Then need to place down this. And zoom it up to about 7 here. No, I did not want to place that down there. If you have tuned in, by the way, welcome. We have still got 35 more minutes until the teaser begins. So we're just preparing our 1.0 blueprints until the trailer begins. That would be the top. I feel like it should actually do this. We'll do something like that. Which makes this look a little bit weird. That's very easily fixable. In theory. that. So that's the top of that. Okay. Then for this part, what we kind of have to do is make it look nice. A little bit of that. I don't want to paint it, I don't think. Have I ever played Satisfactory multiplayer? I haven't, no. One day I would like to try it, but I don't know when that's going to be. So, I'm okay with that. I just want to try and figure out what to do with this part now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count. Let's go, guys. That's awesome. It's a good start. What if we were to do something like this? A bunch of concrete pillars going up. Like that. Then what I'd quite like to do is have this in the middle. I feel like that's quite simple, but does it work? Yes. And then we get rid of that. Oh, it's nighttime now, sure. This could be a good thumbnail, actually. Thumbnail background, even. Welcome here, O'Brien. Hope that you're well. Welcome. Oh, wrong button. Yes. Oh, I love pressing wrong buttons. It is so much fun. So that would be that. I would also like some signage. Oh, I think up here could be quite nice. If we select... Where is it? I don't know why I'm looking in blueprints. This one? No, this... Ooh, I think it actually is that. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's gonna go over. Maybe I want it to go over. So, okay, it will be something like this. Layout, we want to select just the name. Perfect. Get rid of that. We then change this to... Suppose we could go with like a light blue. I'm trying to think, what colours am I going to use for my next playthrough? It's going to be a lot of yellow. I suppose we go with yellow then. Like this. That's how that's going to look. Add this down here as well. Like that. It's a bit more minimal, but I actually think that works. The reason why I'm hanging this over the edge a little bit is because when we continue to build this part up here, I want these signs to overlap. If they don't overlap, there'll be like a very small black line in the middle of them, which is visually not appealing. I should say that. There we go. So let's save this as mag 003. The only difference is now we're going to give it a image. New videos upcoming, is it? It's weird how I just don't get notifications on my phone. Like with the other video, I didn't get a notification about it. Oh yeah, 4 PM, yes. Here it is, by the way. So it starts in 30 minutes, so our prediction was correct. Let's freaking go, chat. That's pretty good. 13 viewers as well, welcome everyone. So that's rather exciting. So we have 30 minutes to go, yeah. That's good. I mean, just judging by this image here, it definitely does look a bit like a Mercer sphere, which is interesting. Actually very good, because that's the thumbnail for my video later as well, so it's good that we've managed to get that correct. Yeah, I am very hyped about it. What do you guys think this is, by the way? Do you think it's a Mercer sphere? Do you think it's something else? 'Cause I think it is a Mercer sphere, I think. Has to be, look at the shape. Let's find Herobrine. Nice rest of your day. Welcome, Adamya. Hope that you're doing well. And none of your friends play Satisfactory? Rips. Hopefully they'll get into it though, because this is good. It's a good game. I enjoy it. Welcome, my name is Yoshi. Welcome. So because we've got 30 minutes until the game actually starts, I think what we'll do is we'll continue playing Satisfactory, and we'll come back when there's like 5 minutes left to go. Do that. And hopefully by then I would have actually figured out this thing. Yeah, I'm fine with that logo. This will then change it to like an orange sort of colour. Welcome JJ, hope that you're doing good. Welcome to the live stream. So that's this blueprint saved. Great, I now want to get rid of all this. I promise this will make sense. Hopefully. If it doesn't make sense, then it won't make sense. But if it does make sense, then it will make sense. We can keep that. This has to come out by 1. So does that. So does this. That should look fine. Yep. Yeah. I think we're getting a point-to-point portal. That could be quite nice, like some sort of like teleportation. I know everyone keeps saying, oh, it's not teleportation, but if it is, that would be quite nice. Get rid of this one, get rid of that one. I would then like to place down one of these. And one more up here as well. Autosave, that's fine. What am I designing? It's like a maglev track, essentially. Where did that even... Why would it... Okay, cool. I don't even know how it would have placed down that. Transports. Railway. And we're going to start this... there. End it. Oh, it's too high up. It's a bit of a pain. Because I can't really lower this thing down anymore. That's annoying. Am I British? I do live here, yes. That's correct. Okay, we can probably work on this part though. It won't let me... Okay, it doesn't let me do that. Cool, that's fine. We can do this instead. There's a will, there's a way. Place that here. Place that there. I don't know how this will look, but this is actually quite important for our 1.0 save. There's going to be parts of this project where we're not just going to need the what's it called? The actual road, because like, these roads are nice, but they're massive. There are going to be moments where you just need trains to transport stuff, and we don't need the roads underneath. And that's, of course, where this comes in. So that doesn't want to move left or right, but it's going to move towards me instead. Ooh. There we go. Essentially, same thing on this side. Lovely. I don't see why this won't work. Famous last words, but I don't see why it won't. That's fine. Should snap perfectly. This part over here will actually be slightly longer than this, and again, that's completely fine. We want it to be like that. I mean, this one isn't, but again, it's fine. You're back in college when the update comes out. Yeah, it's annoying when that happens, isn't it? I have seen a few people actually say the same thing. It's like they've looked forward to the 1.0 updates, but now a lot of people are actually going back to school. So it's all back to work or, you know, anything like that. It's like, great, new updates. Can't play it though. Now we're going to save this as mag 4. Let's then... Where should we build this? I know where to build it. Here's some foundations I laid out earlier. I don't know how this is going to look. This might look terrible. We should probably design a bottom layer as well for it, but that's fine. Use the signs as lights. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, if you couldn't do that, then the lighting in this game would be terrible. But luckily you can use one thing to help out the other. Which is quite nice. So you're not going to snap. That's fine. I wasn't really expecting you to. Here you should. Yep. Same here. There should be a gap. Okay, there is. Good. But it still should snap on perfectly. And then we go with this. Welcome, Andrew. You got a new cat? Congratulations. I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. But congrats on a new cat. So this is what the bridge would look like. Oh, sorry, the maglev. It's all right. I feel like it needs something. Because it will do the job that I want it to do. I feel like it needs... I know what it needs. I know exactly what it needs. It needs beautification. That is right. Time to spend 6 hours designing something I'm not going to use. Also, I might as well just place down my blueprint here. So essentially, what I want to try and do is create like a... little sphere-looking thing going up over there. Using signs heavily for 1.0, neon lights everywhere, futuristic cyberpunk Tron-inspired world. Lovely. So it will be lights like this, I suppose, then. This is beautiful. Can you imagine just a city of skyscrapers in this game using lighting like this? Pinkish lights, purplish lights, blue lights, a bit of green, bit of yellow. Like a neon city. I think that would be really, really good. Still can't believe this entire building for one resource. One node, that's insane. Anyway, blueprint. When the timer, which you can see at the very top right of the stream, by the way, when that hits 10 minutes, so in about 10 minutes time now, we'll close this, and then we'll go watch the stream, by the way. Just to let you guys know now. So what I would like to do is... let's place down you here. I think you here? Is it 2 foundations wide, this? Well, it should be. Yeah. Yep, that's good. That's good. So I think what I'll do is I'll do 1, 2, 3. And at the very end... ooh, do I want to do that? Yeah, no, sure. I inspire you to start streaming. Oh, awesome, man. Good luck with it. Enjoy it. Stream what you love what you stream. It's the best advice I can give. wanted to do that? I think I do. Bum, bum, bum. Nice! That was cool. It'll be something like that. Then this has to go up by one more. So does that. Why are you facing the wrong way? Is this your desperate attempt to piss me off, Satisfactory? Because it's working. This is the only game that I think I can play where I don't get, like, triggered within 3 seconds. And if I do, it's like a user error. Most of the time. Oh, like that, for example. So it should be like this. Okay. So that's good so far. I would then like to do this, maybe? Does this even work? Let's see. That's fine, Chaos. That's alright. Welcome, Sven. Hope that you're doing good. Watching over on Twitch. Welcome, man. So I'd like to do something like that. I would then like to add a thing. I know, wow. A thing, ladies and gentlemen, a thing. Not there, though. Alex Hideous, that's fine. Walls. How would this look with a door here? Like it goes through into a different room. I think that could look questionable. Like that? Yeah, I like it. It's a bit weird, but it's fine. We're gonna be placing down weird things in this world, so we have to accept it. Can you, like, not do that? Thank you very much. That is very kind. But either way, I think what I'd like to try and do on this side is actually continue this thing a little bit. So you're gonna get placed down there? Yeah. And then what we're going to do is expand this upwards to about here. So it look a little bit like a chimney. Yeah, okay, this is interesting. I say interesting and not good because I haven't finished designing it yet. It could look dreadful in 3 seconds. So for now, I'm going to say it looks interesting. I would quite like to finish this though in the next 6 minutes if I can. So let's try and be a bit speedy. Actually, do I like it like this? Yes, I do. That will make life a bit easier, in fact, as well. So we'll do that. Then what we'll do is I am making this up completely now. Try and get you. Can I please? There we go. Something like that. Perfect. We will then. Where is it? Organization. Oh, that fits in perfectly. I think that's literally the whole design of it. It's supposed to do that. I believe it's the same as that. Okay. I don't hate this. Oh my god, I've actually built something I don't hate. Oh my god. Flip it. Upload it to Facebook. Plop down this thing there. You have a plan for this. You should have a few hours of power left. I have a power battery for your computer and Wi-Fi. Ah, right. Yeah, I used to have one of those. Nope. Then I think what I'd like to add here is a much smaller sign. We're going to organization, select. Okay, I said a smaller sign. Oh, actually. Can Can I try and design like a doorbell? Can I... Wait, that has to be a thing, surely. Anything here look like a doorbell? That, maybe. I know what to do. We'll do this. Oh, nice, it's upside down. No. Don't even know where that's facing. Upside down again. How about now? Was that upside down for the second time? Still upside... What? Okay, I know another way to work around this. If I just select the upside down thumbs up, or thumbs down. Now this should look like a thumbs up. There you go. Modern day problems, everybody. Let's do this. This would be a green. This would be a white. Like that? Yep. Off. Yep. Glossy. Yes. Now essentially, no, actually we don't want to copy and paste that just yet. This has to get changed to a white. This I don't think actually matters what this one is. And then this one is red. Okay. I'll change that to a glossy with off. Yes. Boink! You can now walk into a wall. Let's go. We've designed an entrance into Wakanda. Let's freaking go, everybody. We are pro gamers right here. So you... I swear, if this is facing upwards now... Oh, wait, okay, no, that's fine. Yes. Oh, we are gamers. Fall Guys live stream? Because I'm not a child. I don't play children's games. I want to change this to... Locomotive. Change this to Mag... 003. 4. 5. And let's see what this thing looks like now. I'll laugh if it looks like dreadful. After all that. I can't imagine it looking bad. So from this angle, imagine you're the train, okay. I think that looks quite nice. Have we got lumen turned on? I think we do, judging by the video. Thank you to the new subscribers, by the way. It's very kind of you. Why have I got ads playing? In 1 minute from now, we'll go over to the actual stream itself, and we'll wait for the trailer there. Should be rather exciting. So this is where the train's gonna come down. I don't know why, I'm getting like Hunger Games vibes. I generally don't know why. Maybe I want to change this. Just thinking out loud here. How would this look? This. I don't think it would look bad, but I kind of just prefer regular concrete. I have never used this. Oh. How does that look? Dreadful. Okay, nice, nice. There's a reason I never use that. The coated stuff never looks bad, but I feel like concrete just fits the theme more. It's more brutalist. I feel like Satisfactory definitely caters more towards a brutalistic playstyle in the game. Welcome, Bill Amy Press 5. Hope that you're doing good. Cresp. Hope that you're doing well. Yeah, this would be the train coming along here. What is it that Thomas the Tank Engine says? Choo-choo motherfuckers? Something like that. So yeah, let's just pretend we're a train. It's been a while since I last watched Thomas the Tank Engine. I know, crazy. I know, just... Who would have thunk it, right? This will then come along here. About there, sure. Oh, Bella's fine? Okay, well, welcome, Bella. Welcome to the stream. Do you quite like this? Yeah. Train placed down. Do. Did I even change the setting that I was going to change? Okay, yeah. And that's what it looks like. It's a very simple build. I might add more to it later on. How does it look from this angle, though? Okay, it doesn't look too bad from, like, further away. I think, actually, I might change the color underneath here to be blue as well. Although, I think what I might do is because... Again, if you guys remember what I was saying recently, I said that I want to have one color of like locomotive lines representing one factory. Like this light blue might represent the iron factory, green might represent steel factory. So what I would like to try and do is color code these two together. So this would be light blue and then this would be light blue. This might be yellow, that might be yellow, this might be green, that has to be green. Things like that. But regarding this, I think it looks fine. It looks not great from underneath here, so I might have to do some changes there. But regardless, that's all the work I want to do for that, because I think it's time, ladies and gentlemen, we actually watch their stream. So let's get it up on the screen. Let's do it. Let's also turn off the audio for this thing. There we go. Get some audio from this instead. Where is it? Nice. Let's do it. Let's do it. Bow, bow, bow. Meme review. Do I stream daily? Pretty much, yeah. I almost entirely just stream Satisfactory. Tonight, I might be streaming Call of Duty Black Ops 6 because it's just come out as free-to-play, so I might give it a quick go. I don't know yet. Have you tried coloring the concrete black? I have, yeah. I don't mind coloring the concrete black, but the issue is when it's the regular white sort of concrete, you don't really notice the borders as much. But when you color it in black, the borders between each foundation massively stand out. It's like massively. So, that's the reason I don't do that as much. And if I do want a darker foundation, I just go with asphalt. Asphalt is, nice. I like it. I love your room. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I've got a bunch of random stuff. I might do a room tour one day. I don't know, at 2,000 subs or something. We might do a room tour. I don't think we're gonna get that for a while, but yeah, I might do that. I've just got a bunch of random stuff in my room. Yeah, for everyone watching the stream now, though, what do you think is going to be in this trailer? Since we are now just 5 minutes away, what do you think is going to be inside of it? Just for now, I'll do this. Alright. Lasers? 1000%? Yep. How would the lasers relate to the Mercersphere, if this is the Mercersphere? Because it does seem like the Mercersphere and the Sommersloop are intertwined in some regards. We don't know how just yet. But I guess we're about to find out in less than 5 minutes, so that's quite nice. What is the biggest problem? What, in Satisfactory? Don't know. Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of conspiracy theories about what's going to happen to SummerSloop, so it's nice that we're finally getting those questions answered today. Because it's well and good to have constant theories about it. But again, there hasn't really been a definitive answer just yet. Until, again, today, which is quite nice. 4 minutes to go now. That is exciting. Oh, the trailer's name is This Solved the Biggest Problem in Satisfactory. The description, I guess we can give the description a quick read. You can't really see it, but there's not really that much interesting stuff. We have a ton of stuff to talk about before 1.0 comes out next week. That's all it really says. The work starts in 5 minutes. Oh, that is bad timing. But I hope that work could go as well. I mean, the good thing about this trailer is that you can just go back and watch it whenever you've got like a spare couple minutes. But yeah, good luck with work though. 3 minutes to go. Almost 6,000 people waiting for the trailer. And we've got 18 people here as well, which is awesome. Yeah, the SummerSloop looks very good. I wonder, like, what's their differences going to be? There must be like, they can't just be the same thing with like a different color or something, or like a different mesh. Are they going to have different elements? Maybe. I think so. I think so. Welcome back, Jan. We're just in time. It's the final countdown. He's very unimpressed with the purple energy sphere to be conjured up. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe Snart's just gonna say, yeah, this thing, it doesn't do anything, but it looks nice, so we put it in a bunch of different teasers. Thanks for watching, have a nice rest of your day, and goodbye. That would be a very fun teaser. I'll be making a 25-minute full analysis breakdown video on that ASAP. Thing is, I probably still would. Welcome, Chloe. Hope that you're doing good. Welcome, I Regret Jumping. Hope that you're doing good as well. We're actually quite close to being monetized on Twitch, which is pretty insane. Because we have to get 3 concurrent viewers for a certain amount of time. But the issue was, because I did like a bunch of streams that aren't really Satisfactory related, I averaged 1 viewer most of those streams. So now luckily we have a few more on average, but because of those previous streams, it just doesn't track. Which is a bit of a shame. But again, you know, it is what it is. Okay, final minute. So let's get the display back to normal. Do that. Like that. Perfect. Now turn off the music. Let's get ready. Meme review. If you are a member, feel free to spam those membership emojis in the chat. You've earned it, so feel free to. The supporter emojis don't work on stream. Yeah, it's annoying how it does that. Where is it? Here. It just says like TVP, yeah. Oh well. Apparently TVP stands for like some Polish news radio thing. Some Polish organization. So that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, no, I don't provide the news in Polish. I am not that skilled. I'm not bilingual. I can barely speak English. Almost there, chat. A few seconds left to go now. And it should be pretty good fun. Hopefully. Polish national TV, that's the one, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't speak much Polish. The only word I know is a swear word, so I won't be saying that. Watching 2 streams on the trailer, that's multitasking right there. Give it a quick refresh just in case. Oh. Here we go. I don't know how long this introduction is going to be. So this cinematic introduction, it doesn't actually give a time of how long it is. It's normally about 2 minutes, I think. There's a few different ones. There's one that's 15 minutes long, one that's 1 minute long. It's very dramatic. Okay, there should be about 30 seconds left. I have used this before in the past, so I know roughly how long it should be. Unless it's the longer version, then it's more than 30 seconds. I think it is about 20 seconds, I guess. There we go, there should be the 10-second mark coming up now. There we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that was the trailer. Hope that you guys like that. No, I'm joking. That was the introduction.
I haven't been able to sleep in days.
Oh no. Ice nuts.
That stupid, loud summer sloop laser machine they have running in their backyard. What does it even do? What does it even do?
Oh. You tease at the new fence there in the background. Very, very cool. There we go.
All right. Before we get into whatever that is, and before we get into the cliffhanger that I kind of left you on last week with the whole change of the blueprints, we'll get to that. We'll get to the good stuff, okay? But before we get into that stuff, I have a couple of things that I just want to like do a little bit of spring cleaning and talk about a few things that we've been wanting to talk about in past videos, but we haven't really found a good opportunity to do it, or I just straight up forgotten to talk about it. So speedrun of a couple of new exciting things coming in 1.0 that we haven't talked about yet, and that we should, given that this is the last week before the release.
Nice.
So let's get into it. So the first thing I want to mention is that we are going to add 2 new liquid fuel types that we haven't talked about yet.
Oh, damn.
And those are both sort of extensions on the existing production chain for turbo fuel. And the first one I want to talk about is rocket fuel. Rocket fuel! So by combining nitric acid and turbo fuel in the blender, you're going to be able to produce rocket fuel. And when you do this, you're also going to get a byproduct of compacted coal, just so you know. And rocket fuel can be used in a lot of different things. For instance, in vehicles. You can also, of course, put it in fuel generators. And if you do, it'll have a burn rate of 4.167 cubic meters. And you can also use it in the jetpack. And if you do, it'll give you hella launch. Like, it'll shoot you right up there. It gives you so much velocity especially in the vertical region,
damn.
if you know what I mean. But it does consume fuel fairly quickly in the jetpack, so I highly recommend
actually
bringing
really cool.
a parachute with you if you decide to
some
use
new items in there.
the jetpack. But rocket fuel isn't turbo fuel's final form. There's actually one extra step that you can take, and that is called ionized fuel. Vegeta, what does the scatter say about ionized fuel's power rating? It's over 9,000. I regret recording that. So once you get to the point where you can automate synthetic power shards, you're going to be able to automate ionized fuel. So by combining rocket fuel and power shards in the refinery, you're going to be able to create ionized fuel. It will also leave a byproduct of compacted coal, but I'm sure you'll find like a good use case for that.
That seems
and
very
it's sort of the same deal.
complicated.
You know, you can use it in vehicles, you can use it in fuel generators. It'll have a burn rate of 3 cubic meters, and you can also use it in the jetpack. And it's pretty dope in the jetpack actually, because it gives you higher thrust than anything else. It has slower consumption rate than rocket fuel, and it has way better air control actually. But one thing that rocket fuel has that ionized fuel doesn't have in the jetpack specifically is that it has a much higher velocity ceiling, so you can go faster upwards essentially. And one thing I also want to mention on the topic of fuel types is that drones now can use most fuel types in the game. So drones are no longer like exclusively for batteries. They can also take advantage of many of the different fuel types that you can package. They also fly differently depending on what fuel type that in. So like the better the fuel type, the faster the drones will fly. So that's it for fuel types. Next thing I want to talk about is quality of life features.
Make efficiency quite interesting.
So there's a couple of changes we've made that are fairly small features by themselves, but I think they have a pretty big impact on like when you're playing the game. So let's check some of them out. So we put some effort into making, you know, building in general feel more tight and you know, of the good kind. And these are kind of hard to like explain specifically what we've done. We just like improve how snapping works and make it more so that like, you know, when you're placing stuff, you sort of get what you expect and get the behavior out of the build mechanics that you expect. But one specific thing I want to mention is that now, instead of having to aim at the input and outputs of building, you just need to aim at the building itself. And it will like snap towards whatever input and output or whatever that makes sense.
That's handy.
Instead of having to like finagle around and aim specifically where you need to. We've also made improvements to guidelines on how they work. So previously it was just like one green line that showed up. If you hold down control and you aim at stuff, it would just like indicate to you where stuff is aligning. So now it has a visual change, and it also now properly snaps buildings on foundations when you hold control. And like I mentioned, it has a visual change as well. So now it also indicates when you're trying to connect and align stuff with like inputs to outputs and stuff like that, it will show you that. And it will visually show this by having either a green line to show inputs, it will have a red line to show output,
Looks
and
clean.
have
I like
a
that
blue
change
line
a lot.
to indicate like the center of mass of the building if you want to align buildings to buildings. And we also have so that like inputs and outputs have dashed lines, and they're also moving to sort of indicate direction as well. So now hopefully it'll be a little bit easier to sort of figure out like where things go. Hopefully the guidelines will make it a bit clearer now as to where you're placing the buildings. And the next thing I want to talk about, let me just hook up this belt here and let me do.
Ooh.
Did you see that? Did you see what just
It's definitely
happened?
handy.
So yeah, this is the shit actually. So now when you're placing conveyor belts, they have two different build modes. You have the default build mode and you have the straight build mode. And the straight build mode is essentially what it tells you on the box. It will make it so that conveyor belts are always facing straight, and they will make perfect 90 degrees.
It's a long belt
corners,
as well,
making it a lot smoother to build like straight conveyor belt lines if that is something that you're into, you know.
Increase the length of the conveyor belts. That looks massive.
Yeah, I really like this change. This is like one of my favorite changes in 1.0. It makes it so much easier to just plop things down. Hope you'll enjoy that. I do want to mention real quickly though that one thing you're gonna notice when you're building with this is that this is gonna feel super great, but then when you start placing pipes on foundations, you're gonna miss this feature because we haven't implemented this for pipes yet. Because pipes work a little bit differently. We do have like the vertical build mode, which it will straighten up the pipes vertically, but when you're placing them on foundations, they don't automatically do the same thing as conveyor belts do. But here's the thing, if you really want this for pipes as well, please let us know on the QA site once 1.0 comes out.
Yeah, I think that'd be quite nice.
Make sure to upvote that, and yeah, let us know so we can maybe look into this. And one final thing I'm gonna mention when it comes to like building conveyor belts, pipes, whatever, is that it's now possible when you hold control when placing railways that they will snap and become straight. And it's a little bit of a hidden thing. It's not like a build mode that we have for railways. But yeah, just know that if you hold control when placing railways, they're gonna go like straight out.
Yeah, that's just a nice
life feature I want to mention is that it's now also possible to change like modes for chainsaws. So in the base game, chainsaws have this like area of effect thing. When you're chainsawing down a tree, you'll also get like all the bushes and shit and like in proximity of it. And some people find it annoying that like if you just want to remove like this one tree but want to leave the rest of the foliage, this wasn't really possible without like tricks by having like full inventory and stuff like that. But it's now possible to switch on the chainsaw to like single mode, and whatever you chainsaw down will be the only thing that you remove. That's quality of life. Next thing I want to talk about is cosmetics. So you may or may not have noticed that there's been a couple of new cosmetic options, and most notably are these like barriers, buildables things that we have here. So we've showed them in the trailers that we made up until this point, and we also featured them in a couple of the teaser videos we made. So yeah, there's two barrier types. There's the short one and the tall one, and there's also like this new like fence barrier thingy that also comes in two variations. And we also have a couple of new windows that are there, so have fun with that. While there might not be a lot of new buildables in 1.0, we have added something really cool, which is like finishes that you can be able to customize your factors more with. So think of these as sort of like skins that you can apply on top of the existing buildables. Instead of just being able to paint them and have different colors, you can also get like different finishes and sort of different materials on the buildables. And these range from stuff like, you know, bronze and Caterium finish and chrome finish. Like there's a couple of them, and they make things just look a bit more shiny. All right, so with that out of the way, let's finally talk about the changes we made to blueprints. So really excited to talk about this. So one thing that people have always wanted when it comes to blueprints is the possibility.
Possibility to what? It cut off. Possibility to make it bigger? Oh no. Okay, it seems like we are going to get a bit more information about this laser coming into the game now. Wait, this music's copyrighted. Wait, I've got to pause just for a quick second, because this music's actually copyrighted. Unfortunately. Found that out yesterday. Is it saying anything? No. But hopefully we are going to get a bit of a tease now with what that laser machine actually is. Are you guys enjoying the trailer so far, by the way? Got a bit of information revealed. Still the music playing. Unfortunately, I can't play this music on YouTube. It will demonetize my entire stream. Oh, is it a Mercersphere? I don't know if it is. There we go.
We need to talk about that now. Okay, we cannot leave that unfinished. All right, let's get into it. So this is gonna be the meat of the video, okay? We're gonna talk about what that is and what you use it for. The thing in the sky, the big eye thing, that is actually a Mercersphere. As you've been exploring the planet of Massage 2A BBB, there's been a couple of artifacts, I would say, that you haven't been able to take advantage of, such as the Summer Sloops and the Mercerspheres. And in 1.0, these are finally going to be usable. And what the heck are you gonna use them for? Well, let me explain. So as you explore the planet, you'll run into these like strange phenomena that you can discover. And by researching them in the MAM, along with the strange alien matter, you'll be able to unlock like a whole new potential, alien technology. So let's first talk about the strange alien matter on the planet. So this is going to be sort of the basic building block for almost all technology that
Yes, you were correct with that then. Nice.
So when you extract SAM from the planet, you're going to be able to create something called reanimated SAM. And this part is going to be used in a lot of different things. For instance, you saw it in the converter, and you saw it in, I think you've only seen it in the converter actually, when I think about it. But yeah, it's going to be used for a lot of different things. Reanimated SAM, you create in constructors straight with SAM, and SAM fluctuators you create by combining reanimated SAM, wire, and pipes in the manufacturer. And by the way, it's just SAM now, because we've renamed it to Strange Alien Matter, and So it's not SAM or, okay? I just wanna put that out there because it's got sort of the same energy as saying ATM machine, okay? It's like an extra thing. No need for it. It's just SAM, okay? And SAM is also no longer a limited resource. It's gonna work just the same way as all other nodes.
I think we were all hoping that.
And there's also a whole bunch of new SAM nodes on the map that you're going to be able to take advantage of.
I said that months
ago.
So
let's talk about the two other alien phenomena that you're going to be able to uncover. So let's start with summer sloops. So as you may or may not have guessed, summer sloops are going to be used in this machine. This is the power augmenter. And the way this machine works is it essentially takes your existing power grid and augments it and makes it better and makes it stronger and with better access to the internet. And I'll explain how. So from summer sloops, you're gonna be able to create a power augmenter. When you place down this building, you're gonna get automatically 500 megawatts of power just straight out of the machine. So it's just you just get free power essentially from the summer sloop, I guess. And then what it does is when you connect it to a circuit, it will amplify that grid by 10%. So essentially, if you place down a power augmenter, you hook it up to your power grid, you get more power. That's it. There are no strings attached. The only trade-off is that you need to spend a summer sloop. And please remember that like summer sloops and Mercersphere are limited resources on the map, so you can't build an infinite amount of these. But yeah, essentially, when you place a power augmenter and you hook it up to your power grid, you're just gonna get free power. It's free power. Nice. And the more power augmenters you build and place and hook up, the more you're gonna augment your grid. So they kind of stack, but not really, and I'll clarify a little bit further. So yeah, you can add more augmenters to further boost your grid, but they don't boost like each other's boost, if that makes sense. Like it's not like percentage on percentage, if that makes sense. So let's get a bit nerdy, okay? So the way that power augmentation works is based on this formula, right? So P is your general production, and N is the number of augmenters that you've placed on your grid, right? Yep. So the first thing we do is we calculate your base production, which is like your production from your circuit, and then it's the base power from the augmenters, which is 500 megawatts per augmenter, so 500 times N. And then we add on top of that the calculated boost, and we calculate the boost by taking this number that we just had, P plus 500 times N, and then we multiply that with 10%, 1 divided by 10, times the amount of augmenters. And that way we're gonna get the number of boosted power. This will also be on the test, by the way. I hope you took notes. It's not over yet. And one thing I also want to mention for this formula is that power storages are not included in like this like whole calculation because they can mess everything up. Like we just wanted to make sort of a simple way to sort of see this. And you can see how much your power grid is boosted when you're looking at the circuit, because you'll get like that little number at the bottom there. So power augmentation is real cool, but that's not the only thing you can use summer sloops for. They're also going to be able to be used for alien production amplification. So in the game, it's now going to be possible to further overclock all machines in the game.
Nice.
For every single machine, there's going to be an additional overclocking slot. So in addition to the existing overclocking you're doing with power shards, there's also going to be a little slot where you can place summer sloops to amplify the output of machines. And it only amplifies the output, so it doesn't actually affect the input at all. So you're going to be able to overclock your machines with power shards, and on top of that, you're also going to be able to use summer sloops to further amplify
so you get double?
production. The thing to take note though is that when you do this, it costs way more power. And the amount of summer sloops you're gonna need for the like desired amount of output amplification also varies from machine to machine. So that's everything you can do in 1.0 with summer sloop. And I have saved the best for last, okay? You have no idea, all right? I am so excited to talk about this next feature because this is my personal favorite feature in the game. And I actually think this feature that we've implemented solves like the biggest issue in Satisfactory up until this point. So strap in, okay? All right, the last bit of strange phenomena that you're gonna run into on the planet is the Mercersphere. And the Mercersphere has only one purpose or use case, but it is a good one, okay? With Mercerspheres, you're going to be able to create a new building called the Dimensional Depot. So with the Mercersphere, you're going to be able to craft this storage container looking building, right? It looks like an ordinary storage container.
I saw that ages ago.
Okay? It is a storage container. It looks kind of fancy, But this is actually the Dimensional Depot uploader. So what you do with this building is you place it down, you hook it up with a conveyor belt, and you feed parts into it. And what it does is it uploads any part that's put into the storage container up to the Dimensional Depot. And if you look over here real quick, I've got my regular inventory, but there's this little button here that I can also press. And if I press this button, I'm gonna get access to the Dimensional Depot wherever I am on the map. It's all there on the cloud. Ching!
So it's like
essentially you're going to be able to set up production lines that you can feed in produced parts and upload them to the Dimensional Depot and be able to access them wherever you are on the map, anytime, any place.
There's a limit, isn't it?
It is so nice to do this. You can just drag and drop any item into your inventory and they're just gonna like be there immediately. You're gonna download them from the Dimensional Depot right away. I don't know if I need to spell this out for you, but this means that you no longer need to like run back and forth between bases when you start running out of materials when you're building like another base or another outpost or whatever.
Saves so much time.
I really think that this has been one of the biggest gripes that I've had when playing this game is that you're constantly like expanding your factory, but every time you do, you have to like keep track of all this stuff, and you need to like sort out logistical nightmares just to be able to get the parts you need to be able to keep building your factories. And with the Dimensional Depot, it just makes everything nicer and so much easier to be able to keep playing the game essentially. Yeah. And here's the thing too, from your inventory, you can also upload any parts to the Dimensional Depot, like from wherever you are. But there is a limited amount of slots that you can use to be able to do this. And one thing you might have also noticed is that downloading is instant, but uploading takes time. So there's gonna be a limit as to like how many parts you can upload to the Dimensional Depot. And there's also a limit as to like how many parts you can have at the Dimensional Depot at the same time. Stack sizes are a bit limited on the Dimensional Depot. But the thing is, both of these things, like the upload speed and the stack size on the Dimensional Depot, both of these things are going to be able to be upgraded in the MAM. And
that's
one
awesome.
really cool thing on top of all this stuff is that when you're building out in the world, it will also grab whatever parts that you need to place whatever building you're doing from the Dimensional Depot. So if you're running out of parts in your inventory, you don't need to download them into your inventory. They're just gonna be there when you build. It's so good. It's so good. And it's also possible to set like when you're building buildings, whether you want the parts for that building to come first from your inventory or if you want them to come from the Dimensional Depot at first and save the stuff that you have in your inventory for later. But here's the thing with Dimensional Depot, this is purely for your own personal use. So it's only for your personal inventory. So you're not gonna be able to take advantage of this for any production lines. So while you're gonna be able to set up like steel production, feed those parts into Dimensional Depot so you can access them wherever, you're not gonna be able to take those parts and like set up another production chain somewhere else and just like grab them from the Dimensional Depot and start producing new parts from those things. So the Dimensional Depot isn't gonna be used for any type of like production
That would have been
automation
such a good exploit.
Like That's not how the Dimensional Depot works. It's purely for your personal inventory. So yeah, that is a big feature coming in 1.0, and it's so good. And like I mentioned before, all this alien tech is researched in the MAM. So you're gonna be able to take advantage of this like as soon as you discover it essentially, but they are gated by your overall progression like most things in the MAM. But essentially, you're gonna get access to the Dimensional Depot once you've unlocked steel. You're gonna get access to production amplification once you have access to tier 5, and you're gonna be able to take advantage of power augmenters in tier 6. That's it, folks. A lot of really exciting things coming in 1.0. I am so glad that I finally got to make this video because I've been looking forward to talking about the alien tech for so long. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a lovely week. Bye-bye.
That was really good. Are they going to tease anything else at the end?
Wait. No. We can't end the video there. I still have one last thing we need to talk about. Third time's the charm, right? All right. We're going to talk about blueprints now, okay? Finally.
Blueprints.
Okay, so a bit of feedback that we have gotten when it came to blueprints in Satisfactory is that people felt like the 4x4x4 grid or the 4x4 grid is too small for the blueprint designer. And you know, there's supposed to be an element of like a challenge here, like being able to figure out like how to fit stuff in the blueprints. But we hear you, we understand this bit of feedback. So in 1.0, we're going to introduce the Blueprint Designer Mark II. And the Blueprint Designer Mark II is a bigger blueprint designer, obviously. We've increased it now to be a 5x5x5 blueprint designer. I know going from 4x4 to 5x5 might not sound like a lot, but it is more room. You have a lot more space to deal with, and it sort of like I think 4x4 was just on the edge.
Welcome,
of
Basic.
what people
Well,
will
you've
be
missed
able
the
to do.
entire trailer.
So like you'll be able to
What
do a
happened?
lot more with just this tiny bit of increase. But unfortunately, due to technical reasons, you're not going to be able to load a Mark 1 blueprint in the Mark 2 blueprint designer. But you will still be able to, like, you know, take your blueprints made in the Mark 1 and place them in a Mark 2 designer, just as you can do in the regular blueprint designer.
Fair enough.
So long as they fit, of course. And with that, we have covered almost everything coming in 1.0. And I say almost because there's probably like a few things that I've probably forgot to mention. You know, there's a lot of new things in 1.0. But essentially, yeah, this is it. There are going to be a lot small tweaks here and there that I, like I said, probably haven't mentioned. And there's also a bunch of bug fixing done to past issues and whatnot. And there's also a lot of optimization that have gone into this version of the game. But I'll have to defer to the patch notes when it comes to these things because it's just too much for me to keep track of. But yeah, with that said, next week is when 1.0 comes out. On Tuesday at 5 p.m. CEST is when 1.0 will drop.
I'll be live streaming it right on this channel.
I can't wait to get it out there. And we will be live streaming the countdown to 1.0. So at 2 p.m. CEST, we're going to start the live stream and we're going to count down to 1.0 and we're going to hang out with
lasers, yeah, it seems
like
like
talk about stuff for 1.0 and we're going to have some fun, essentially. So I hope to see you there. And I hope you'll enjoy 1.0 and all the work that's gone into it. It's been
We will.
8 years working on this game now, and it's all gonna come together now to next week. So really looking forward to that. Until then, everybody, take care.
Okay, I think that's the actual outro. I think. Let's see. This machine looks very, very good. Oh. Whoa. What the hell is happening? Damn. That was good. So, I'm gonna very quickly download this, this trailer. I love how, by the way, like, from the time that the ended the video to the time that the teaser at the very end played them, 1,000 people left the actual stream, so they didn't even get to see that. So that's 24 minutes. Wow, that was a long teaser. I'd like to go over a few of the parts that I found quite interesting. Let's do that. My overall, like, first reaction to it is that it was very, very good. In fact, I'd probably just... wait, before I actually give my honest feedback, let me download this thing. I say honest feedback, more like honest reaction, if anything. I can go. Oh, download failed. Yes! Epic. That's always nice. Is the file too big to download? Hope not. That would be a pain. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Timer's going. Yeah, it should stop. Apparently, I can't even download this file. That's always really cool. Let me try again. Yeah, what did you guys think? Did you guys enjoy that trailer? Was it more than you thought it would be? Was it less? Are you happy with the changes that they added? Because there was quite a lot in there in the end. I don't think it's Transformers related, no. It's saying that the video that they did, I can't download it because apparently it's not a real video. Awesome. Let's try that again. I suppose I could pause it. I'd rather put it into my editing software because it's easier to actually take screenshots and stuff. Yeah, but right now it's broken. Cool. So, initial feedback. Let's do with that. Let's start with that. So, that was the trailer that you've just seen. There is quite a lot to analyze, and again, that will be done on a different video, most likely tomorrow or Sunday, because I want to make sure I get everything for you guys. But there is a lot of really cool things. inside of that trailer. I think that the part that stood out to me the most, of course, was the immersive spheres and the summer sloops, but also the turbo fuel. Currently, making turbo fuel in the game, especially like a good amount of turbo fuel, takes ages. So the fact that there's 2 extra stages on top of turbo fuel now is kind of insane. But what did strike my mind a little bit was that you can now make compact coal as a byproduct from these 2 new fuel types or liquid types, which I suppose is quite nice because I think coal is going to be quite important when it comes to Satisfactory 1.0, as you would have seen from my diamond video that I made a couple days ago. So that's really good news. Secondly, I suppose we do have to talk a little bit more about summer sloops. That machine that they showed at the very end and throughout the trailer really looks incredible. It's very wide as well. It seems to take up a massive dimensional area of land, which is good, I suppose. But visually, it looks very, very appealing. Best of all, though, I think the actual function that it has is really cool. Again, Summer Sloops has 3 functions, and the first one that we need to talk a bit about is the what is it? When it gets put into the machine, oh yeah, is the extra 500 megawatts of power that you can get from adding it into that brand new machine that has been teased now for the last couple of weeks. That's pretty cool, in my opinion. Why is my face so blurry? Hello? Camera? Hello? I fucking hate technology. Like, why is that? What's it even focusing on? There we go. Great. The second thing that it could do... No, not could do. The second thing the Summer Sloop does is when you put it into a machine, it can double the productivity whilst not consuming as many resources. Of course, depending on what you put it in, it consumes more or less Summer Sloops, but that's still incredibly awesome. I don't know how many Summer Sloops there are going to be. I think it's 150, but still, that's very, very good. And of course, the Mercer Spheres has got a really cool addition, but I'll definitely save a bit more of my opinions about that for tomorrow's video, because it would probably make more sense for that video at least. But overall, still very impressive stuff. I am very, very happy with it. House looks good. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you like the house. That's fine, Chaos. Have a nice rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome, Ben. Hope that you're doing good. Welcome to the stream. Can I try and download this video now? Let's see. Is it just saying that the status is fading, which means I can't download it? Can I download it in 144p? I'm not going to, but can I? No. Okay, so it just doesn't work. That's okay. I suppose what I could do, get back over here to gameplay for a second, turn that off, and turn this all off. There we go. So, I can take screenshots. I suppose that's what I'll do. I'll take screenshots like that. But I will make a video talking a bit more about this, because again, it's kind of important stuff. But I think I'll most likely do that off camera though, so I don't waste too much of your time for everyone who's watching. But thank you very much, everyone who did tune in. Thank you to the 1 subscriber. That is incredible. Thank you so much. Have an amazing rest of your day, everyone. And remember, Godspeed, and brand new video should be out in the next couple of hours. Bye!